Contractors, did you know that organic search is the #1 source of traffic to your website? And did you also know that less than 1% of people searching on Google ever even go to the second page? So essentially that means that if you're not on that first page, you're entirely invisible. Somebody might as well cast an invisibility cloak or spell or something over your entire business because you're not getting found. So over the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to go over the 5 most important actions for you to take right now to start 2025 out to make sure that you are on that first page on Google so that you do get to take advantage of that top source of traffic and so that you are no longer invisible. So pay attention and let's jump in. And by the way, I'm Eric with contractorgrowth.io. We help contractors dominate their local markets so they can create more financial and time freedom in their lives. And if they want, they can sell the business, whatever they want. So if you're interested, of course, reach out to me. I'll set up a free growth consultation with you. All right, let's dive in. All right, so the top 5 actions to boost your online visibility in 2025. So let's jump into the first action here. All right, first action is optimize your Google business profile. So your Google business profile is the cornerstone of your local SEO, and you can start out by ensuring your profile is 100% complete, including accurate contact details, photos, customer reviews, making posts, posting Q&A. You want to make sure that what I tell people to do if you're doing your own and you're not working with somebody like us, go out and look at what your competitors are doing who are way further ahead than you. So if you're making 1 mil a year gross, look at the people who you know are maybe the franchise players in your space. They've typically invested heavily in SEO, so they've had people who know what they're doing come in and set their profiles up right. So what you're going to see is somewhere between probably 2 and 6 categories. Now, what we have found is people with 4 categories or 4 additional categories, actually get the best results. So what that means is that if you're an electrician, you might have electrical services as your main category, and then you may also have security camera installation, smart thermostat installation, smart home automation, home networking, something like that. So pay attention to what people who are further ahead of you are doing, and then see how you can replicate that in your business for categories. Also, same with services. And you also want to make sure that you're doing daily post. If you can't do daily, do at least a few times a week, but definitely recommend daily. And then reviews. You need to get reviews from every single project, every project you do. So make sure you're doing that. If you do, your results are going to look like this. So this is just 1 week with a newer client here. And you can see they're already making improvements. They're moving up. And what happens is, like this one here, this little 8, the way this works is you gain some position, you lose some position, and you're it's almost like whack-a-mole, right? Like we were paying attention to the areas that are falling behind. We're raising them up with SEO content, and eventually we get everything to be green. So again, this is 1 week, 1 week of working on this client's content. That's the difference that 1 week can make if you're putting out content, if you're making optimizations. So we want to do that because this is going to help you also in the map rankings, and that's another map rankings on search results are toward the top. All right, so action number 2 is nailing your keywords. All right, so what we want to do here is targeting the right keywords is a critical factor for SEO. Focus on phrases homeowners are searching for, like bathroom remodeler, insert your city, or roof repair near me. So I think it's smart to do a combination of both, ones that, especially if you're in a big city, you definitely want to do, for example, Philadelphia remodelers in Philadelphia, and remodeler near me. Same thing if you're doing bathroom, kitchen, home edition, all that kind of stuff. So you want to be tracking those keywords because that tells you how your SEO efforts are performing. So keywords, typically when you're tracking keywords, it's looking at how you're showing up in search results. When you're tracking the map ranking, this is often more tied to your Google business profile. So that's a little bit of a difference there. They do slightly influence each other. There is some overlap, but there's also a lot of separation there as well. Next action, build better backlinks. It's fun to say. It's not always fun to do though. So that's the reason it's an opportunity. And Google, they really like backlinks. So here we are on this client, Bachman Roofing, this contractor. And we have this filtered for active links and follow links. So I want to show you something. They have 1,500 links, backlinks. All right. But when I narrow it down to active and follow, they have 754. That means that a lot of the links they have lost and a lot of them are no follow. So here's what's important. If you know a little bit about SEO, it's enough to be dangerous. That applies with backlinks because people all day long will say, hey, you get 1,000 backlinks for $20, and somebody in a third world country on Fiverr is going to get you this huge amount of backlinks. Well, if you go in and look at the quality of those backlinks, you're going to be surprised at the sites you're showing up on, and they're going to be no follow links. A no follow link doesn't give you any what we call link juice, meaning any SEO benefit at all. It does give you a referral. So there is a site out there that if it gets a lot of traffic might refer you traffic, but often that's not what you're getting when you're getting that. So don't go out and waste your money on spammy backlinks, right? Because Google's algorithm's constantly changing, and people who saw a lot of performance out of that in early days or even as recent as last year, all of a sudden, like overnight, it can be a huge hit to their performance of their website and their ranking and their domain authority. So we only do things white hat, no black hat, no gray hat. White hat, that means legit, right? We're not trying to trick Google. We're trying to use what Google wants and give them lots of what they want. And what they want is to see that you have links to reputable websites. So this is a domain authority of 25 here, for example. And this roofing company is on this blog here, 10 best roofing companies in Exeter, Pennsylvania. This is an awesome article. It's on USA Today, the domain. So the domain has authority, right? And you can use sites or services like Ahrefs, SEMrush, different SEO software. Most of them are paid to find sources like this where you can reach out, you can email these people and try to be included in an article like this, right? This is how you get legit backlinks, right? That are high value and they're highly relevant. All right, so we can see right here is that this customer has all their information, has a link to their hours, their profile, all that kind of stuff. So it's really, really good stuff. Let's see if we can find a lesser quality link. All right. Okay, yes. This is lesser quality, right? Less relevant. Here's a list of companies you regularly trust. Dr. Suglia to take care of their drivers and employees. Literally just a list of companies. Not high quality. It's on a free Wix site. It is a backlink. Let's see if we can find another one here. All right, like this one, obviously that's no good. Reviews on Birdseye, that's fine. Let's check out this community thing. This is like a directory site. That's not bad. Yeah, this is a good site. So although it's not as good as that 10 best roofers one, most likely, it's not bad, right? And so what we want to do is just look for something that has a high domain authority, and we want to get in that. Here's another great one. This whole article is about Bachman, so that's awesome. All right, so that is backlinks. Let's go into action number 4, content that converts. So I'm laying out these 5 areas. They're really pillars that you want to focus on improving in your online visibility and in your marketing in 2025. Content that converts. We want to create helpful homeowner focused content like blogs, FAQs, or project showcases, not only that attract visitors, but also build trust. The more useful the content, the more Google rewards you. And another piece that's not here is Google wants to see that you have a knowledge base, right? We're going to get more into this in another video, but we create what's called a topical map, and we measure what's called topical authority, right? Google puts a lot of weight into topical authority. If you are, for example, let's say you're a plumber, and let's say that you're a plumber, but you only do like a few things. You don't do drain clearing for whatever reason. Google's going to look at that and say, how professional a plumber are you if you don't do this thing? All plumbers should be able to do this thing. They have a map of these things that they say plumbers should know. And they have that map for every single niche out there. So no matter what kind of contractor you are, Google is sitting back and saying, if you're an exterior painter, well, you should know about different clear coats and varnishes and non-toxic, whatever. I'm not a painter, so I don't even know all that stuff. And if you're talking about all those different topics and addressing all those different things on your website, you're going to have a high topical authority score. Google's going to reward you. So you want to pay attention to stuff like topical maps and creating that. This is something that we put a lot of energy into for our clients. All right, there are all kinds of content assistants out there. Some of them are horrendous. The ones that we use are very high quality. We invest quite a bit in the very best AI technology that's up to date and it creates content that is actually useful and that Google loves, and most importantly is taking into account our market and our competitors, okay? So I'm gonna give you an example here for my business, and just know that this would be similar for any other contracting business, okay? Obviously I'm a marketing business, but let me just give you an example here. So write an article, if I can spell, that will rank #1 for 2025 SEO plan for roofers. And then keywords, SEO for roofers, roofer, SEO for contractors. All right, and so it's gonna create that content, and let's wait and see what it looks like. All right, so here is the blog article that it created. Effective SEO approaches for roofers in 2025. Loaded up with not just the keywords I put in, but all of the keywords around it. Remember, we talked about the knowledge base. So what it's doing in the article is it's taking these 3 keywords, roofer SEO, SEO for contractors, and SEO for roofers, and it is breaking them into all of the other terms that should be included in the eyes of Google. It's doing that both based on things like Wikipedia, which Google references often for a knowledge map example, as well as the competitors' content. So let's go into competitors' content here and have a look. So we can see both the domain rating and the content scores, right? And just to show you, my content score is 82. Okay, so go back in here. 82 is definitely in the higher realm. There are definitely some that are higher. So that is an example of how we create content that helps our clients rank. And this is a way that you can do it as well. Now, I would absolutely either hire a copywriter or invest in really good software, or a SEO company like us who uses really good software. most likely that's going to end up being your most cost-effective way of doing this. And we can talk about that. Just comment growth down below and I'll reach out. All right, and let's jump into our last action here. This video is way over 10 minutes. Last action is monitor and adjust. So SEO, despite what a lot of SEO people out there would have you believe, SEO is not set it and forget it. And one of the things that we use is a plugin called Squared Away to crawl our clients' websites. And the reason we do that is we're putting out a high amount of content all the time between local service pages and authoritative articles. And so we need to be able to go back in and rescan things. Now, I literally just did this a couple days ago, so there might not be much, but yeah, right here's something. So if I go to not deployed, okay, this isn't something that I want to do, but this is. So what happens is over time, our software that lives on our client's website is scanning not only the new content that's going up, but it's also pulling in data from our competitors as well and bringing in additional keyword opportunities. So we're going to deploy this. And let's look at these. For why is my furnace leaking water? What does it mean when your furnace is leaking water? Okay, great. That's a great long tail keyword phrase. Okay, awesome. And we're gonna ignore this one. All right. Let's see if there's anything else I can show you here quick. There's not, but what's really cool too, just one thing I want to show off here, is this knowledge-based trust and factual enhancement issue. This really helps us with all the AI stuff that's coming. So this is programmatically creating based on the pages on our website, which we're always creating more pages. Pages are content that has ranking potential if we create the content following SEO best practices, which we do. So every time we put out a new page, it creates another opportunity for you to show up higher. So we create these Q&A sections that live in the code of the page and are crawled by Google and by ChatGPT, by Apple's AI crawlers, all the different crawlers out there, which all the AI large language models are creating crawlers to crawl the internet. That's how they work. So all of this is able to be read by them, referenced by them, and what we want is to be the resource that AI trusts. That's what we're trying to do here. So we put all this into the code on the website just to build that trust up. Obviously, we could talk forever about this stuff. This video is getting way too long already. So I want to look at the last thing here, next steps. So getting on the first page of Google does take effort, but these 5 actions are definitely going to help you get there. And we really want to help you get to that top spot on Google. So what you need to do now, if you would like to explore a more specific roadmap for your specific company based on your specific goals, whether that's, hey, I'm 60, I'm wanting to sell in a few years, or, you know, I'm 60 and I want to pass this on to my great grandkids someday. I want the business to be incredible. Let's build it up. SEO is an asset. It's something that sticks with the business. It's not set it and forget it, but it doesn't turn off when you stop spending money on it. So it is a great investment into your business, and you can comment down below growth and I'll offer you a complimentary growth consultation. We'll, based on your goals, set up a marketing roadmap so that you can accelerate into 2025 and get that time, financial freedom, whatever it is that you want in your business and in your personal life. We're here to help you get it. Once again, I'm Eric with ContractorGrowth.io. Comment below growth and we'll hook you up with a free growth consultation.